Greetings and welcome. In this series, we embark on a journey to understand the shifting landscapes of human migration. Our focus lies squarely within the borders of the United States, a nation teeming with diverse landscapes and ever-evolving demographics. We'll delve into the heart of 5 states experiencing a notable exodus, a decline in their human populations. Join me, won't you, as we unravel the complexities of human migration, exploring the push and pull factors that influence these momentous decisions. Our journey begins in New York, the state synonymous with towering skyscrapers and the pulsating heart of American finance. Yet, beneath the dazzling facade of New York City, a shift is occurring. The Empire State, once a beacon for dreamers and strivers, is witnessing a steady outflow of its population. Economic realities weigh heavily on the minds of many New Yorkers. The cost of living, particularly in the sprawling metropolis, has become increasingly burdensome. Housing costs, a significant portion of any household budget, have skyrocketed, pushing many towards more affordable pastures. Beyond the financial considerations, quality of life concerns also contribute to the exodus. The relentless pace of life in the city that never sleeps, while exhilarating for some, can prove to be unsustainable for families seeking a calmer, more balanced existence. The political climate, too, plays a role in this migration narrative. New York's progressive policies, while lauded by some, have alienated others, prompting them to seek refuge in states that align more closely with their own political persuasions. Upstate New York, with its picturesque landscapes and charming towns, grapples with its own economic struggles. The decline of manufacturing and the slow growth of new industries have left many communities struggling to retain their populations. The agricultural heartland of New York, once a cornerstone of the state's economy, faces an uncertain future. Fluctuating commodity prices, coupled with the rising costs of farming, have made it increasingly difficult for farmers to maintain their livelihoods. The exodus from New York serves as a stark reminder that even in the land of opportunity, the pursuit of a better life often necessitates leaving behind familiar shores. We journey westward now, to the heartland of America, to the state of Illinois. Known for its fertile prairies and bustling metropolis of Chicago, Illinois paints a picture of stark contrasts. While the city thrives as a hub of commerce and culture, other parts of the state grapple with economic stagnation and a dwindling population. The exodus from Illinois is driven by a confluence of factors, echoing the challenges faced by many other states in the American heartland. The decline of manufacturing, once a bedrock of the state's economy, has left a void, particularly in rural communities. Jobs have disappeared, factories stand idle, and the promise of a secure middle-class life has faded for many. Young people, seeking opportunities and a brighter future, are often left with no choice but to leave their hometowns in search of work and a chance to build a life. The weight of property taxes, among the highest in the nation, further burdens residents of Illinois. This financial strain, coupled with a high cost of living, makes it increasingly difficult for families to make ends meet, forcing them to consider more affordable options elsewhere. The political climate in Illinois has also contributed to the exodus. Years of fiscal mismanagement and partisan gridlock have eroded trust in the state government, leaving many residents disillusioned and seeking a fresh start in states with a more stable political landscape. Chicago, the economic engine of Illinois, faces its own set of challenges. While the city continues to attract businesses and young professionals, it also grapples with issues of crime, poverty, and inequality. The high cost of living in the city, particularly for housing, has pushed many residents towards the suburbs or out of state entirely. The exodus from Illinois is a story of lost opportunities, economic anxieties, and a yearning for a better future. Our journey takes us westward once more, to the sun-kissed shores of California, the Golden State. Long a symbol of opportunity and the California dream, this coastal paradise is now experiencing a shift in its demographic tides. The allure of California, with its year-round sunshine, diverse landscapes, and thriving industries, is being challenged by a growing list of concerns. The cost of living in California, particularly in its major cities, has reached staggering heights. Housing, a fundamental human need, has become increasingly out of reach for many, with soaring rents and home prices pushing families to their financial limits. The dream of homeownership, once a cornerstone of the California dream, is fading for many, replaced by the harsh realities of a hyper-competitive housing market. Beyond housing, the overall cost of living in California casts a long shadow. From groceries to transportation to healthcare, the expenses add up, making it increasingly difficult for individuals and families to maintain a comfortable standard of living. The state's progressive policies, while lauded by some, have also contributed to the exodus. High taxes, particularly on income and property, have placed a significant burden on residents, leading many to seek refuge in states with a more favorable tax environment. The business climate in California, while still vibrant in many sectors, has faced criticism for its high taxes and regulations, leading some businesses to relocate to states with a more business-friendly environment. The exodus from California is a reminder that even in a state known for its prosperity and opportunity, the pursuit of the American dream is not without its challenges. The Golden State, once a beacon of hope and aspiration, is now grappling with the consequences of its own success. We arrive now in Louisiana, a state renowned for its vibrant culture, musical heritage, and unique blend of French, African, and American influences. Yet, beneath the surface of its lively traditions, Louisiana faces a challenge familiar to many states in the region: a declining population. The exodus from Louisiana is a multifaceted issue, rooted in a complex interplay of economic, environmental, and social factors. The state's economy, heavily reliant on the oil and gas industry, has been hit hard by fluctuating energy prices and the transition towards renewable energy sources. Jobs in the energy sector, once a reliable source of employment for generations of Louisianans, have become less secure, leading many to seek opportunities in other industries or other parts of the country. Environmental challenges also cast a long shadow over Louisiana's future. The state's coastal areas are particularly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, including rising sea levels, more frequent and intense hurricanes, and coastal erosion. These environmental threats have not only damaged property and infrastructure, but have also displaced communities and made it difficult for some to rebuild their lives. Poverty, inequality, and access to quality education and healthcare remain persistent issues, particularly in rural communities and communities of color. The exodus from Louisiana is a story of resilience in the face of adversity, but it is also a story of lost potential. Addressing the underlying economic, environmental, and social challenges is crucial to stemming the tide of outmigration and building a more prosperous and equitable future for all Louisianans. Our journey culminates in Mississippi, a state steeped in history, from the blues music that originated in its fertile delta to the civil rights struggles that shaped a nation. Yet Mississippi, like many states in the American South, faces a demographic crossroads, grappling with a declining population and the need to forge a new path forward. The exodus from Mississippi is a complex narrative woven from threads of economic hardship, limited opportunities, and a legacy of social and racial inequality. The state's economy, historically reliant on agriculture and manufacturing, has struggled to adapt to the changing demands of the global marketplace. Jobs in traditional industries have disappeared, leaving many communities, particularly in rural areas, with high unemployment rates and limited prospects for economic advancement. The lack of economic opportunity has hit young people particularly hard, forcing many to leave their hometowns in search of work and a chance to build a better life. Mississippi's education system, while making strides in recent years, still lags behind national averages in terms of funding and student outcomes. This disparity in educational opportunities has made it difficult for some students to compete for jobs in the modern economy, further perpetuating the cycle of poverty and outmigration. Healthcare access and affordability also pose significant challenges for many Mississippians. Addressing the underlying economic, educational, and healthcare disparities is crucial to stemming the tide of outmigration and creating a brighter future for all Mississippians. As we conclude our exploration of these 5 states, we're left with a deeper understanding of the complex forces shaping human migration. Economic pressures, quality of life concerns, and political climates all play a role in the decision to stay or seek new horizons. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep seeking a deeper understanding of the world around us. Farewell for now, and may your own journeys be filled with purpose and discovery.